Welcome back there, viewers. This is Summerfield Habner coming to you live from the 2020 CSI Expo. This is the hot seat match, 8-ball Scotch Doubles Gold Division. We have Ryan Moore and Thomas Fioranelli. I really hope I did that all right. Versus Jason Gladden and Don Baker. Ryan and Thomas are out of Homosassa, Florida, and Jason and Don are out of Dallas, Texas. These guys have obviously had a heck of a tournament. One of these teams is going to go on to be guaranteed first, second. The other one will drop into the losers bracket, and we'll have to fight for a chance to get to the finals. So, the Scotch Doubles tournament, they will be playing 8-ball. These are CSI rules. Pretty much means BCA rules. Scotch, you're going to alternate turns, so your opponent will take the next shot every single time. Guess there's no push, so we don't have to talk about that. Sorry, not your opponent, your teammate. I think I said that. And it looks like there is a flip. And it looks like Jason and Don are here to break. Thank you all for tuning in out there. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I will be trying to keep up a little bit with the chat room, so feel free to jump in there and give me a hard time if I'm falling down on the job. Opening break for Don Baker and Jason Gladden. And not a terrific spread. Racks like this, I really think, end up favoring the stronger team. In this game, especially Scotch Doubles, I think it's the patient team that ends up winning the match. I think it's really easy to knock a bunch of your balls off the table and not have a lot of tools to work with. In this situation, you want to be in control of the rack. I think solids are the obvious choice. You only have one real trouble ball if that 5 ball goes by the 11, and you have a couple balls there to deal with it. Taking stripes is another option. A lot of players would play safe in this situation, and I don't mind a safe shot off the go. Looks like you might take this combo, and that's going to clear up your one problem ball real quick. As long as you get good, there you go. Holy cow. All of a sudden, you just turn that rack into something really, really doable. 6 ball is the only obvious shot here. You kind of want to push through and make sure you use this opportunity to free up that 8 ball. So got the 5 out. Unfortunately left another combo, but those combos don't seem to be much of a problem for this fella. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, Christopher Johnson and Justin Glenn out there. Hope you enjoy the show. Very nice shot. Still got to be thinking about what happens with that 8 ball, and this is a really easy thing to lose sight of. You're making balls, you think you're in control of the rack, all of a sudden it comes down to it, and you have no way to get on that 8. I don't know that the 8 ball has a single pocket. I don't think the 8 goes in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Played that nice and easy. Boy, great shape. 8 ball might go in the lower left-hand corner pocket if you can get back in there. It's a scary little cluster to get involved in. And it might go in that right-hand side pocket. So if that's the case, they may very well display the 7 to the 5 underneath the 8 ball, and try and cut that up in the right-hand side pocket. If it goes, I think that's what I'd be trying right here. Pretty shot. I think that must be what they're thinking. Yeah, he just asked. He said, "This is where you want me to leave you?" Oh, no, he's going to... Yeah, I think that's what he's going to land on. I don't think the 8 passes that 10. But that side pocket's very doable from this position. Don't have to do a whole lot with this. I'm going to just push this with a little bit of topspin. Naturally pop off. Look at that, almost dead straight. Holy cow. These guys play really well together. Boys from Texas coming out hot. Oh, man, makes contact, still pockets the ball. Whew, that's a great shot. What an out. So a break and run to start this match. We got an excellent Scotch doubles match going. Little wonder why they're here in the hot seat match. This is the gold division. I think it goes up to platinum here as well. So I think there's one division lower. I think there's just the silver below them. Guess I could have put the handy or the Fargos up there as well. I probably still can. Moore and Fioranelli are coming in at a 1086 versus Gladden and Baker coming in at a 1098. So not a huge difference there in the Fargo scores. But it's interesting when you find out which players are rated which. You can see, I mean, is it two evenly skilled players? Is it one really strong player that's able to kind of carry the other player along? A lot of different theories in Scotch. It's one of the reasons it's such an interesting thing to watch. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, they're all up there. Boy, and this is a race to 4. That's scary, giving the table back to these guys after they ran that last rack. I mean, stripes look really runnable from here. Like, really runnable. I think I'm starting with that 12 ball, and I'm taking the 15. I don't know. Maybe I'm taking the 12 to the 14 now. I don't want to nudge that 3 ball. The point is, once you're done with those, ooh, no, he likes the solids. Solids aren't too tied up either. Not sure why I preferred the stripes there. In fact, the solids might be even easier. There's a lot out in the open. I don't see many obstacles. Looks like he wants to deal with that 3 ball now. I don't think I would. I think I would take this 2 ball, then I'd make the 7-5, and either off the 6 or the 4 ball, I'd make that 3. I'd want either the 6 or 4 to be my key ball right before the 8. Okay. I would be playing the 5 ball now, based on the position that they ended up with. And it looks like on the screen, maybe me writing the Fargo numbers on there might have confused things. What do you guys think out there in the chat room? Does that look silly? Yeah, Justin, I hear what you're saying. There's not a lot of issues either way, but I think solids were the easier one. You're definitely making it look pretty easy. All right, so 4 ball, probably then 3 ball. Not anymore. Probably going to play the 6 or the 7. I just don't really want to be going from the 7 to the 8. But you know what? It's right by the pocket. There's a lot you can do with the cue ball from there. I just want as little distance traveled on my final shot as possible. Yeah, I mean, you're already there. Might as well cut this 6 ball. I think right now what I would do is I would go 6, 7, 3. I think he wants to take the 3 next. Well, that's my first one of the day, but you're absolutely right. The score is incorrect. It is 1-0. Yeah, I think that looks silly. You want to make sure you get to the bottom side of the 3 ball. Don't want to overrun it, but you want to make sure you're not back cutting and getting yourself in trouble. So some high left English here. Coming around 2 rails. Running short will kill you there. I don't think the back cut's there. Maybe it is. It looks pretty steep if you ask me. Man, he's looking at just firing it. To be honest, I don't know what else you're going to do here. It's a decent bank on the 3. If you're banking it back in the side pocket, you don't really have a pocket down there. Not a lot of safety options that I see, although you can definitely put the pressure on. And he is. He's going to bank it back at him, that right-hand side pocket. Man, yeah, you got to draw out of that corner. That's an easy one to slip into. Your ball's coming off so fast. All right, so first real shot at the table. Ryan and Thomas getting in here. They got a nice open table with ball in hand. Man, just don't get yourself in trouble, and you're looking pretty good here. I think probably starting with the 13 is a good way to go. I think drifting down a little bit to take the 11 next, because that's your only other awkward ball. Looks like he wants to start with that was the other ball that I would start with, is the 14, just because you have a limited space that you can get on that. Nope, taking care of that side first. All right, so going to knock these 2 balls out. The only thing I don't like about that is you have that 1 ball in no man's land. Got the the 11 ball. That's a little bit difficult to get to. Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of options to get there. You play the 9, you got an easy in the other corner pocket. Those are just the only foreseeable issues that I saw. Looks like he's going to play the 15 to the 14. They're going to kind of knock out that left side of the table. Looks like good position there. And man, flirting with disaster there. Got there perfect, though. Great shot. So I think here what I'm doing is I'm going to nip draw off this 10 ball, take the 13 next, the 11, and then the 9 as my key ball. Can go 13 first. If you do, I'd carry forward for the 11. Man, excuse me. I got the yawnies. Might have drawn that a little more than he wanted. From here, I'm taking the 9, 11, then the 13. The 13 is a really ideal key ball as long as you don't leave yourself hitting into the 8 ball. He's talking about driving or drawing back for the 13 here. Yep, everybody sees it so different, and you know, I like that. I don't like here that you're going to end up hitting into the 8 ball. I think you're going to hit the top side of the 8 ball, so that can get you into trouble shooting the 11. But this is still very doable out. So pushing straight forward, giving it a nudge, and now you're in good situation. I try to get between the 3-8 here and I get myself in trouble. I think you just come back up the center of the table and take the cut on the 8 ball. Just straight high English. Try not to run short. Try not to overroll it. Man, both these players playing really, really solid. this is 8 ball to go 1-1. 1-1. We got ourselves a match here. Nice out there. Scotch. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet out there. I'm trying to let everybody out there in the face land know that we're streaming here. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell pool fans all around. We're streaming here in Vegas. We'd love to have you jump in and watch a little pool with us. That is one juicy break. Man, not a ball touching. 7 balls in a little bit of a hard spot, but all in all, looking great here. I like solids. The 13's in a little bit of a tricky spot, too. I think I'm going to take solids here. There's not a terrific opening ball. You do have, dead combo. These guys don't mind starting with a combo. They've done it before. I think they'll do it again. Pretty. He got high enough for that 5, I believe. So I think the key to this rack is going to be the 6-4-7. I would not have wanted to leave myself that steep, because I don't think he's looking at taking that 4 on the side. I don't think that looks like too much fun. Maybe it goes right by it. I could be totally wrong, but I would want to roll the 6 in the upper left-hand corner pocket, play the 4 in the lower left-hand corner pocket, and then you're natural on the 7 ball. So got a back cut here. You don't want to underhit this, but you don't want to overhit it and knock into your balls. Oh, and it's so easy to do that. Got himself great on that 4 or the 3, whichever you preferred to take next. Oh, heartbreaker. And you've left your opponents on their tricky ball. I don't think that 13 goes in the side, but they're in a position where they're looking dead at their trouble ball. The 11 is no walk in the park. The 11-10 over there just aren't that great. 10's right on the rail, up by the side pocket. 11 ball only has the upper right-hand corner pocket so far. So let's see how they pick this apart. He thinks it can go. Oh, and he did have more room than I thought. All right, so he makes that ball. It's kind of a tricky cut on the 12, and I think that's the ball you're kind of forced to take next. Let's see what they can do with it. He's looking at that 15, but I don't think that's what he's going to land on. All right, so little back cut here. Be really nice to make contact with that ball on the rail. Oh, get it. Man, it was right there. And that's pretty unfortunate. To get that close to the 3 ball kind of eliminates a lot of your options. Definitely didn't want to do that. Seen some pretty cool creative thinking from these guys so far, though. Ooh, okay. I like that shot. Playing the 11, taking over that pocket, knocking one of their balls out, playing safe, probably trying to get safe from that 11 ball, or sorry, from the 7 ball. But right now you leave them a long up the rail cut. It's not an easy shot. Drills it. That's a really pretty shot. These boys in Texas play pool, I tell you what. Looking good. So I just feel the unease with shooting either the 3 or the 4. Even though I don't want to take the 6 right now, I'm starting with the 6 ball. He's not gonna. He's worried about where that 8 ball's gonna go. And he wants to use one of these side pocket shots to get down to the 8 ball. So just pop out a little bit on this one. Not move a bunch. Great. Now you just sit that 6 ball and you drift right down. You can either take the 8 in the left-hand side pocket or the upper left-hand corner pocket. Drew back a little more than might have wanted. Yeah, I mean, I think this is very, very makeable. Just nice, easy. You just don't want to force this shot. Don't want to get too spicy, come up too high, and leave yourself in a tricky position. We all want to just leave our partner perfect on that, like he just did. Tree topped a little bit, you know. Shooting over that 11 doesn't make it any easier, but this is a very makeable shot. Great out. Texas taking down rack 3. Oh, what? Sitting duck out there. What's up, Sheldon LeBeau? Yo, 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 back at ya. Haven't talked to you for a while. I don't know if your ears were burning, but you've definitely been up on the stream several times. Miss you, buddy. Hope you guys are staying healthy and safe. It's interesting times. I'm in a convention center with 300 pool tables, and not gonna lie, the numbers are a little thin out there. Not seeing as many folks as we'd like, but I'm about to start 8 ball tomorrow with 400 people in it, so that's a pretty dang good turnout. I guess we'll see how many of those 400 show up. Monster break there, and that is, I believe that's Thomas and Ryan stepping up here. Yep, that's Ryan coming to the table now. I did have to ask him how to pronounce the name of his home city. That's Homosassa, Florida. Good. Glad to hear things are good, Sheldon. Yeah, this is crazy, man. You'd be loving it out here. 300 tables, action for days. Not good action for me so far, but action nonetheless. Got to play Bobby Emmons in one pocket the other night. Got to lose to Bobby Emmons playing one pocket the other night. Was definitely a lot of fun. I see like in I see like in solids. I think I would have gone stripes there. But I like the more options. I see why stripes are a little more of an issue because that lower right hand corner pocket, just not a lot goes in there. But it really does pick apart pretty quickly. That 11 ball gets out of the way, and all of a sudden, just got to get under the 10 to take the 13. They went solids, probably either going the 6 ball next or the 2. Trouble with the 6 ball is I'm not sure what it gets you. You got a big pocket there. Okay, now you got a long shot on the 3 ball, but long straight shot and looking pretty good. I think you're kind of forced to play the 7 ball next. Even though Yeah, I might even play forward to play the 5 next. I don't know if I want to be there for the 7 because I'm afraid of how to get on the 2. Yeah, I just missed that ball just a hair. These are tough tables. These are diamond tables. They play difficult. Played on these pockets, and they're a little bit challenging. Sheldon, I don't think that time is going to come anytime soon, and I do need to work on the amount of money that I bring because apparently I overestimate my skill level for sure. Not that I thought for a minute I was going to be winning that. So, yep, punches that ball perfectly down for the 9. I think that's a really good shot. Give your partner plenty of angle. Going to push up. I like. There's a lot of options. I think you either take the 15 or the 11 next. I believe that's the 11. If you take the 15, you can get to that kind of back side of the wall. If you take the 11 next, you open up the pocket for the 14. Looks like he's thinking the 11. So play that 11, and then, yeah. Nope, playing the 15. Shows what I know. I just don't want to get behind that wall and struggle to find a pocket. I do think taking that ball there's a smart shot. Yeah, knock those 2 trouble balls out of your way. I know it's just me talking out here, but I don't hear anybody talking about that 8 ball. And it's not in a position it's makeable unless you're banking that ball. Yep. U18B. U1AB? U18B? 11 first is absolutely right. At some point, you're going to need to nudge that 8 ball, though. And I do think you've got plenty of opportunity to do that. I think you can probably put yourself in a position. Maybe that's what he's looking at now. Okay. Yeah, if you're comfortable taking that 15 ball and nudging the 8, I think that's the way to do it. You can control your speed a little bit. You can get that 8 ball into a makeable position. You just want to make sure you don't push it into the 2-3 area. If you're comfortable banking this ball, I think the smartest thing to do is just to lay up and take the bank. Turn up the volume, huh? Let's see what I can do here. Does that get any better? Louder? Let me know what you're thinking. It sounded a little louder in my headphones. This is drawn over and back. Nice shot there. Not sure how productive that was. I don't want to be leaving the breakout for my last shot. I know that. I might take the 15 now. I guess that's a shot. You can take the 15 in the side and knock the 8 ball. I never would have thought about getting there, but it's definitely a makeable shot. Oh, great. The volume is better. Appreciate it. What kind of combined Fargos? We have Moore and Fioranelli, coming in at a 1086, and Gladden Baker coming in at 1098. Gladden Baker at the table right now. They're out of Florida. Sorry, they're out of Texas. Other team's out of Florida. Yep, now you're on the wrong side of that ball. Ugh. Well, you're still in a good position here. You either cut the 15 in the lower right-hand corner pocket, pop out for a bank, or you back cut the 15 and run around 3 rails to leave yourself a bank on the 8. Or yeah. I'm sure there are better options that I don't know about. Maybe that's the move. I think he's kind of pushing through it. Oh, man, catching that point is very unfortunate. So, yeah, I mean, now you're looking at a jump cue and you don't have a pocket to put the 8 ball in. That's tough. Well, geez, Sheldon, tell me when it's too quiet out there. Yeah, definitely not rewarded. No payoff there. But I think if you get behind your pattern in 8 ball, it's really easy to find yourself in a position where you're like, there's just no reward. Not sure there's a pocket being called. Could just be going for a hit. Maybe banking that in the upper right hand corner. Went right over it. Oh. All right. And that brings Ryan and Thomas back to the table for a chance to tie it up. Knock the 5 up on the 8. That would have been a good move for sure. I like that. Yeah, because now ball in hand, you're starting with the 5. It's your only trouble ball. I'm taking the 5, 2, 7, 3, 8. Not sure I understand starting with the 2 ball. Maybe they just want to play the 5 last. Thinking that's the key ball. Or maybe they want to play the 5 now. I think the 3 is the easiest key ball you got. Good shooting. Yeah, I like that 3 so much because you get so much more room to get straight on the 8 ball. So yeah, playing the 5 now, playing a nice, easy pocket the 3 and up to the 8. Get close, happy little close shot. I probably like being close to the ball too much, but it sure helps me increase my percentage of making it. And this is something you got to be careful of. It's easy to overhit this ball and get right on top of it. So, gonna want to take this ball nice and easy. Make sure you still. Okay. We've got a fire alarm. I think the casino itself was worried about that shot as well because we have some sort of alarm. Okie doke. Whoa. Nothing off-putting about that. Just some sirens and flashing lights. We don't know the reason. We don't know what's going on. You can probably see the flip. Yeah. Oh, they want our attention. Tell you what, we're going to go on break here. We'll be right back as soon as this catastrophe is taken care of. I don't need to commentate the emergency. And we're back here, folks. It appears that the audio alarm has stopped going off, but the flashing lights have not. Just got word in from the referee booth that we do not stop for anything. So these players are going to play through it. Are literally strobe lights flashing all through the pool room right now. I myself got a little, they kind of asked me to let the players know, which I said, I don't think that's my job or my place. So, unique opportunity here. We got somebody stepping into the booth. Haitlin, strap these headphones on. Tell me a little bit about what you think is happening right now.
Flash photography.
Flash photography everywhere. So we're
Everywhere.
now we have necessary flash photography. All the flash photography.
Well, we wanted to give players what it feels like to be famous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This feels very
Like
paparazzi.
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 Yeah.
I just screwed up because I don't know who won that game. We could go ask and see. Come back and join me. Talk some trash.
You don't know who won?
I'm pretty sure I do. It was Ryan and Thomas. Ask the guys in the jerseys if they got that game. I'll bet the stream will tell me. You guys know when I'm screwing up. Oh, reminds me of Shooting League. If they have an air horn, who's that guy with the real short haircut? Tell me who won that last game, y'all. I'm pretty sure that it was Ryan and Thomas. Or maybe you tuned out. All right, phone is catching up with everything. Yep, I'm going to go ask. Ah, I knew it. I was right. It's 2-2. I was right about not knowing what I was talking about. All right, I'm back to the table with the strobe lights. You can kind of see the strobes and the reflection of that diamond wood down there. This is not good pool playing condition. However, used to shooting with some strobe light in Texas. These guys are looking great. This is a very runnable table. Little steep on that 2 to just squat it. I think you're either pushing between the 6-15 gap or you're going to slide draw over to take the 6 in the same pocket. Or you're going to try and hit into the rail with a little inside. Just nudging it. That's a great shot. From here, you can kind of stun forward for the 5. I definitely would like to take the 5 next. Deal with that. Oh, don't get behind there. Oh. And that's the only thing I'm afraid of, getting too close to it, is nudging one of those balls and getting in trouble. And that's hooked. That's full hook. Maybe not. Maybe you can see the edge of the 7. And it looks, well, he's checking it out here. He's looking at Mass A. Ooh, heartbreaker. I can't imagine how that'd happen when there's strobe lights going all around the room. This looks like a crappy dance club, except the lighting rigs are sweet. This has the potential to be a really cool dance club with 110 pool tables in it. Lana Nelson out there, thanks for jumping in. Good to see you. He's looking at the 7 ball, side pocket. Gonna 2 rail this cue ball. All right. Kind of looking at that line, drawing those parallel lines. I go wide on this shot a lot. You got to hit pretty close to the, just a little bit wide. You got to hit pretty close to that corner pocket to hit that 7. And barely misses it. Well, Ryan and Thomas with their work cut out for them, trying to go up 3-2. I want to start by dealing with my central cluster. I don't know how I want to do it. There's a good chance I just take either the 9 ball and then drift over to take the 14 next. Or honestly, yeah, and that's a great option. So like I said, still got your work cut out for you. You'd like one of those side pocket shots to be your key ball. That would be really ideal to get on the 8. You're kind of the same line that you'd want to be on. Enough of a cut that you're not going to get in trouble with the 5, but not too steep of a cut. 14, you're going to drift over and probably take if that's the 10 ball he's straight in on next. I like that. At some point, you're going to have to transition down to that 15. I don't want to save the 15 till my last ball. Even though it's pretty easy up and down, it's so easy to overroll and get in trouble behind that 5 ball. Yep, take your straight ball, take your 15 next. I wouldn't even be afraid of taking the 13 in the side pocket and then taking the 11 in the upper left-hand corner pocket, 10 down there. Totally. It's a great shot. Left himself a little steeper than he would to take the 13 in that side pocket. Probably going to roll up and be shooting something in the side next. I don't know what. Looks great. Right on that 11 ball. So yeah, from here you're looking at the 11, 10, or 12, whichever that one is in the center of the table, and then the 13. Guess you don't need to do that. You can take the 11, or you can take the 10 or 12 right now, then the 13, then the 11. I think I kind of prefer that, actually, as long as you don't have too much of an angle to get funky on the 13. If you're dead straight on that center of the table shot, that's the one to do. Definitely taking their time. This race to 4, man, it happens fast. You got to be smart and patient. Right? Don't want to overroll this. I just want to stop this ball. Stop it dead. Got a little bit of an angle rolling over there. I don't want to, yeah. I guess I would rather be on the right side of that. I'd rather travel a little too far forward than I would pull too far back. So, and that's what he's looking at now. So he's probably going to roll a revolution or 2 forward. That way, if you do overroll it, you still have a cut and you can come across. Ooh. Pockets that ball. Holy cow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an update coming in. Please welcome to the booth, Haitlin. Haitlin, what are your thoughts on what's going on out there? Do you think it's a crime wave? Do you think this is a robbery? An all-out robbery, like a Ocean's 11 situation?
No, not that exciting. Someone just smoked in the hall. That's usually what it is.
Smoke in the hole?
In the hallway.
In the hall. Smoke in the hole sounded funnier. I just didn't know what that meant. You run your own tournament here at this event. How did that go?
It was great.
Would you say best tournament so far?
It was the best tournament in the world.
I'm
always going back.
Do you feel like it gets better every year?
Yes.
Things to look forward to next year?
I don't know. gotta keep you on your toes.
Keep me on my toes. Great. Well, I will look forward to it. It was my first one, but I will definitely be attending again if we all survive this emergency. Thanks for jumping in the booth. Oh, man. We got an update for you here, folks. The lights are off, and I think lights went off just in time to, you just get used to something, and all of a sudden it turns off on you. It's a bummer rattling that ball, but it's pretty fortunate position. Does not leave Gladden, Jason, and Don a whole lot to work with. Thinking about playing safe. Boy, that 13's right in that pocket. Yeah, man, oh man. In the end, I feel like I want to snap that 5 ball right back in the opposite side pocket. Can play the 7, but what does it get you? A little bit better bank on the 5? You can, okay, hear me out. Bank the 7 at the 13, make the 13, and leave yourself safe. I kind of like that shot. Make the 7, then run the 5 on the 8. That's a good suggestion. Drills it. That is unfortunate. Okay, this is no walk in the park. I am aiming directly at that 5 ball. I'm trying to come off there and make full contact with the 5. That being said, if I'm erring on one side, I'm erring short of the side pocket, or short of the 5 ball. That way, if I clip the 8, that's all right. If I don't clip either one, if I go right between them, I'm still going in the right direction to leave myself something. Just trying to draw out to it. And honestly, that's pretty great control. It's a far more difficult shot to pull off, but he leaves a cut there. There's also a bank that's available. I think you got to cut this ball. It's hard for me to tell, and it's all about what you're comfortable with, but let's see what he can pull off here. So the update is the sirens have stopped, the lights are off, catastrophe averted. We're 1 for 1 here with disasters today. So, yeah, some other cutters out there too. Probably better ways of saying that. Well, thanks for tuning in to this 2020 CSI Expo. This is the BCAPL Scotch Doubles Division, Scotch Doubles Gold Division 8 ball, and this is the hot seat match. One of these teams is guaranteed first, second. Tries the cut. Oh, I thought he was going to get paid out for it too, but yeah, leaves a pretty good opportunity here for Jason Don. I think Don's going to, looks like he's trying to draw. I wouldn't want to. I realize that the topspin stroke here is a little more challenging, but I think it pays better. I think drawing just collapses you on top of that 5. Yep. That's exactly right. I like that way more than I like an 82-degree cut. Oh, man, he fired that one quick. I don't think he called that bank. I looked away for 1 minute to check the stream, and holy cow, I'm surprised that happened. Well, a great opportunity here for Ryan and Thomas to take the lead. It's 2 in a row for those guys. So we went from 1-0 Jason and Don to 1-1 to 2-1 to 2-2, and now taking down the second game in a row. 3-2, Ryan and Thomas. And Mike D, the Dizzler, showing up again. He's got the cues. He's ready to play. Ready to count. He's here to count. I'm counting on it. Do you start tomorrow morning? I guess I should wait. I'm not trying to drag you in. I think you're on.
Am I on now?
You're on.
You
I'm
hear
turning
me?
you up. We were quiet earlier. How about now?
How about now?
How about that? Yeah.
How about now?
Sounds good.
What? Well, let me check. First of all, did we have a miscommunication, or did this start at? Was I at 7?
No.
I thought it was 7:30.
I was just about to walk away, and I was like, "There's 2 players." I was like, "Are you guys about to start?" This is the hot seat match.
Right.
And they're like, "What? There's not supposed to be." Oh, wait a minute. So I
And
was
it's
here.
a hot seat match.
Totally.
Oh,
And I was like, "Well, it's going to be streamed and not commentated." And then I was like, "Man, I had an easy one this morning." So I stuck around to commentate it. I'm sure everyone out there is really glad I did, because that's definitely what they want to listen to. And we had a little emergency, exciting little emergency.
I heard an emergency sound.
Uh-huh.
What
Well,
was?
all of the sirens were going off in here.
I kind of heard that.
There was all the flashing lights, and I made a joke. I went up to the players, and I was
Ha
just
ha
like,
ha.
"Yeah, we don't stop. We play through this." And they were kind of like, "What?" And I was like, "No, I'm just messing with you." And then the ref said, "No, we play through this. This could go on for a long time."
Okay, now on the
And I was
hallway,
like,
I heard it. Yeah.
That's not my place to say anything. So I didn't. Came back here to sit in my hole.
Okay, so apparently they just have 8-ball fair match singles brackets up yet so
Nope.
far.
Mine's up. My bracket's up. But I caught a bye, and I don't start until Sunday. Yeah, I got an updated one of that.
So I
There you
need a
go.
refresh.
One must refresh. Man, this team, they broke and ran their first rack.
Nice shot
Out of Texas. Shooting really, really good. I'm surprised they didn't get that last rack. Kind of a hasty shot there. I think Jason fired that one a little quick. He's shot really, really strong up till now. And looks like he's got about half a pocket for that 7. Oh, man. That's a hard one. Hard shot to take, hard shot to miss.
Wow, there's 2 big brackets, 8-ball, isn't there?
Like 400 people? It's wild. My division's like 400 people. Yeah, I would play Sunday morning, and then I wouldn't play till Sunday night if I won. And I think not till the next day if I won that one. I didn't look at losing.
Way to be, buddy. Way to be.
Way to be. Don't even look at it.
I play Saturday, which is tomorrow. Let's just agree to that. At 9 a.m.
Believe that.
I gotta go. Race to 6.
Race to 6 8
Table 176. There's a lot of tables.
There's a lot of tables.
You see that, and you know something happened.
Do you know where that one is?
No, it's in this room.
No, it's not. 176 is not in this room.
Are you sure? I thought there were 210 in this room.
117, I believe.
Okay.
So
where is it?
we'll get to that rail. Nice shot. It is in the other big room that we set up, not the Brasilia.
Okay.
But in the other one.
Okay.
And that's the one that's been, relatively empty the whole time. I was stunned to see as many tables as I did when I played in that room that were wide open. Yep, so not a lot doing here. I guess you got a great safe option here. Yep, you heard Don call safe there. So probably going to play off that 7 ball and behind the 4.
Yeah, just lock him up.
Kind of want to keep that 7 there, though, and not tie it up. So don't want to hit this ball too hard. Caught a rail, didn't get behind the 7, but that's still a pretty safe shot. Definitely still can see the stripes on the table, but nothing's pocketable. Good move. Yeah, this is a tricky rack. It's been ugly since day one.
I like where he left that cue ball. That is nice.
Yeah, not underneath it, but I mean, almost tempting. Yeah, go for it. Take a shot. Take a stab at her. He's looking at a bank there that's makeable, but whew, that's tough. He's looking at banking that 12. Cross in the face. It's coming off wider than you think it is. No, it looks like he's lining up at that one. He's waving.
He made a nice jumble.
Yep.
There's a jumble around the 8-ball that has its positives. He did not give away ball in hand.
He did not give away ball.
That's worth a lot in a situation like that. He was lucky he didn't have to give away ball in hand, because from that position, he could have easily gotten stuck dead behind that ball where there was just not much to do. So he should be proud he got out of that without ball in hand.
I think the 1 ball right here is the shot.
Yeah.
Play that 1 ball, you got the 6 next.
Especially if you can back it up a little bit. So after the 6, you could break out the
Nudge
9-8,
9-8.
which I'm not sure if that happened. But yeah, honestly, if this shot doesn't include breaking out the 9-8, I don't think I'd shoot the shot.
Don't take it now.
Yeah, don't take it.
No, take the 3 ball and use the 2 to get on the right side of it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Now, I see a 5 ball, I believe. Do you see the 5 ball where his elbow is?
I
Is
spy
that the
with
3
my
ball?
little eye. I think that's the 3 ball.
Okay, I believe it's a 5 ball. But either way, that ball, I think he can shoot that and leave himself a cut on the 6. But that's not happening.
You know what I learned?
Tell me.
Don't bet colors with Mike. If you're me.
If you're you.
Colors aren't my strong suit. They just aren't. I'm going to give you that one. It does. The more you say it, the more it looks like a 5 ball.
Okay. Well, it's okay either way. I think the viewers know exactly what we're talking about. Are we missing anything on the chat? How are we doing on the chat?
I don't think so. We've got
Mike D.
Not a lot of people out there, but we got some folks watching.
Yeah, it looks like
70 folks out there.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Heck yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. This is Mike D. and Summerfield Habner. Bad Boys TV. We're brought to you by OBQs, and this is the 2020 CSI Expo. This could be a tournament that lives in infamy. The one to survive. So I don't know. Oh, he's not going to get there.
I don't even know what to say.
Darn it.
Brutal.
That is brutal.
Yeah, and you just kind of helped get some balls away from the 8 ball, unfortunately, too. So I like what he's thinking here. He's gonna make the 6 and bump that 9 ball.
Yep.
That's gonna therefore push the 8 towards the corner pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I may even be playing to intentionally take, like, kind of get in that 5-2 range.
Thanks, Loki. Loki Ethan. Interesting. You're Loki Ethan. I like it. Good shot.
Low key Ethan.
Good shot. It'd be great if he could get the 2 ball now. He's tree topped on it. He wouldn't be tree topped taking the 5.
2 to the 7, right?
Yeah, 2 to the 7. Yeah. But he's not tree topped on the 5, which makes it a little more.
I think he might be edged out. You don't think so? Maybe not.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think the 2 here. Don't get stuck behind that 15. Maybe push forward and take the 5. It's a 3. Did we decide 3? No, we decided 5.
It's the 5.
Mike, I think I might be colorblind.
I don't know what to say.
Or color dumb.
I think there's a kind of color blindness where you don't see a couple of colors.
Huh.
I think
so.
Know. Listen, we have Google in our future. Maybe I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna
look up a colorblind test.
Well, I think even better. Why don't you look up orange versus red?
I've seen orange. I own orange. I have several oranges in my room currently.
Here's the thing.
It's a fruit named after a color.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you have apples.
Are you telling me it's a red? I'm going to be devastated.
That's what I'm insinuating. Yes,
a
sir.
navel red?
Yes, I think that all your life, your entire life, you've thought that apples were oranges, and you now think that apples
This could have serious health ramifications.
Little slices that are very juicy and give
delicious.
you juice. Yes.
Yeah. Red juice.
All right. He's got nice shape on the 8. I like this shape.
It's perfect.
I want to get the cue ball on the bottom rail there, just in case I miss it. This is a shot where I feel like I can shoot it, do it both ways,
Yep. So you're just going to
And I
follow
guess
this
I'm-
nice and easy.
Yeah. And I guess I'm also saying the way the balls are sitting, it happens to be a part where if you left the cue ball on the bottom, or the top short rail, they wouldn't have had much of a shot.
Yeah. All right. Well, Texas making a comeback.
Nice.
And
Good job, Texas.
they are also going to be breaking this final rack. This is Hill. This is for the hot seat. This is a big one.
Well, I'm sorry I missed the first part of it. I got back to
Not
the
at all.
room. I got back to the room.
I wasn't even going to reach out.
And I happened to look on.
I saw that you had liked it, and I was like,
you're streaming. I'm like, ah.
it all happened so quick.
Yeah.
It was either this or I was going to go watch Shane for a little while.
Yeah.
And I'm here to work. I'm trying to get as much out as we can.
Ooh, that's a nice break. 14 ball. The 7 is now a duck. And I think something else happened. 5, 6 stripes. 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7,
So
8
3 balls your
solids,
only
including
trouble
the 8
there.
ball, so not just the 14 ball.
15's the only trouble with stripes.
You know what? You start out with that 3-7 combo.
I don't think he can see enough.
He can if he can.
How do you know these things? Am I blind and...
No, I just know that think about it, with English, do you think he can do it? What if he puts left-hand English on it? He could throw that in. He could definitely make it.
I think I'm afraid of that 15 ball. I guess I don't need to be
that's
right now.
where, because that's, I guess, let me add that.
Undeclared.
It's 8 balls. It's undeclared. You don't have to call a ref. You don't have to do anything.
In that case, I really like that shot.
Thank you.
You're absolutely right. It opens up everything.
I'm here for you.
I am here for you. And he did catch the 15 first, and it went in really smooth.
Boy, if you could take the 5 right now,
5,
it'd be a
6,
great
2,
time
and
to
then
take
come
it.
back up.
Yeah, because the 5 and the 6 are really your own. They're not bad, but it's a thing. If you could get the 5 now, it's no longer a thing. You like the key ball phrase? What do you like as the key ball here?
Oddly enough, I like the 1.
Okay.
So I like 5, 6, 2, 3, 1. Your 5, you're going to spread out a little bit for the 6 ball.
Yep.
This is going to leave you an easy up and back from the 2 to the 3. I just don't like forcing shape on the 1 ball.
Yeah.
You can be a lot more places.
He's switching this up. He's got to do the 4 next. But yeah, I think he's going 4,
I had
2,
skipped
6.
right past the 4 ball.
Okay. Same idea though. Now staying low would have been nice, but this will work too. You can
so now you're going
go
2,
off that bottom rail.
6.
Yeah.
What's your key ball?
Okay, so I would have left myself the cut on the 6 on the side, floated the cue ball down, and waited until I got there to tell you. I'd prefer that. Yeah, that was bad luck. I'd prefer that the 3 was my key ball, but I would want to see my position on the 1 and the 3 to decide how I was going to actually end it. Because sometimes it'll change a little bit.
I guess that's what I mean, is you can do so much with the 3 that I'm more afraid of forcing shape coming back up table, trying to get on perfect on the 1.
Yes. No, I totally agree. Now, do you think he can make this 1 ball here?
I do.
He's
lining up to make
he
it.
could cut that 6 in.
Gonna hit this with a little pace. He's trying to hold
back
it
up
up.
for the 6 ball.
Wow, what a recovery shot.
That was a great shot, man.
For sure.
It's one thing to make the shot, but to get shaped like that nicely and float into it like that, that's a big deal.
They're 2 shots away here from this victory. Steve, thanks for saying that. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is Texas, Jason and Don. Definitely want to make sure you control the speed. Again, this is one that can... Got to make sure you know exactly where you're heading.
Perfect.
What a great shot. Used a little inside to kill the speed.
Good for them. Well done,
Jason,
guys.
Wrapping this up. That's a big W.
Oh, that was amazing.
Congratulations to you guys.
Hill.
Hill.
Boy, Fargo's changed pool, man.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. There's a lot of Hill Hills going on.
Yes, there are. Mike D, thanks for being here.
Summerfield, thanks for having me, buddy. That was
It's
a blast,
been wonderful.
man.
Bad Boys TV, thanks for tuning in. This is the 2020 CSI Expo. We got another match. I believe we have. Oh, this is going to be fun. We have a USAPL match coming up. A team match, scored different, not scored the same way.
Do they use 1 or 2 tables?
We're going to do 2 tables. We're going to have fun here, Mike.
You're going to
show
freak me
back
out,
up.
man. All right.
So tune in. Don't go away.
Wowzers. Bye.